Hello everyone, this is Nixie. First of all, I'd like to say, what do you think about my new haircut? Hmm? I did it myself in this little quarantine haircut thing that I keep seeing online. I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, considering I did it myself. Um, Next thing, today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite light novels ever. The last one I talked about, Gleipnir, which was an anime and a manga. This one I'm going to be talking. It has an anime, but today I'm going to be talking about the light novel series of it. It's No Game No Life. This light novel series is my absolute favorite light novel series that I have ever read, and I'm getting back into reading again, which with light novels and manga, sometimes I get in and out of being in the mood to read. So now I'm trying to get back into the mood. I've been reading manga like Gleipnir, like Seraph of the End, which I might review later on. Um, and now I'm starting to get back into light novels, and I thought this would be a really good opportunity to talk about one of my favorite light novels, if not just my absolute favorite light novel ever. Not just because it's so interesting and unique, it's so fun to read. Just going through page after page after page, it's just so fun to read. And if you haven't read this before, if you've never watched the anime, which I was actually very upset that they ended the anime after only 12 episodes, and they did put out a movie, but it was a movie that was kind of a spin-off of the series, taking place thousands of years before the events of the actual main series. Um, the anime and the light novels, what it's about a brother and sister who are absolutely terrible at life. They suck so hard at living. But they're absolutely fantastic at video games. They are the best at video games. So they were trying to figure out how to live in this world that's fighting against them and being the best at everything video games. I mean, literally, not only video games, any game imaginable. Any game you cannot possibly think up of or create, they will be the best at it. So they get transported they get isekai'd to this world called Disport, if I'm not mistaken, Disport, and by the god of play, Tet. And they are meant to basically win the game. The world is basically a game, and they're supposed to win this game. In the anime, you can see in the far distances like chess pieces, and every race has a chess piece. And the humanity race in the book, they call them humanity. Their race piece is at the bottom ranked of all the 16 other races when it comes to games. Now, in this world, war, violence, thievery, anything like that is absolutely prohibited. There is no free will when it comes to things like that. Murder, no, none of it. Because the god Tet, the god of play, he created a world with laws that are based around like gaming and gambling and going against each other in games where if you want something from somebody, you have to beat them at a game, and they also have to put up something of equal value. So that right there, that whole concept is just so fun to me, especially somebody who is a gamer, who loves gaming, who streams, and that whole concept is just fantastic to me. It has a lot of great comedy, It has a lot of good, very intellectual insights into some classic games that you know or have heard about, like chess or what is the other one? Checkers. Anything really. Dating sims even. They even figure out a way to implement dating sims into this series. Um Let me show you some of the if I can find some of the art in here that I just love so much. Like that right there. This. I absolutely love how colorful this art is. This is the beginning of the book. These are the pages that are colored, and in the book, this is if for those I understand people who are new to light novels and manga. I used to not know the difference between a light novel and a manga until I actually looked it up. So if you are more of a manga reader or more of an anime watcher and you don't really get into light novels, it is just like a regular it's just like a regular book, only a lot smaller. This one has about that's why it's called a light novel. This one has about 157 pages, but there are 10 volumes that I know of. I think there might be an 11th one coming out soon. But some of the other art that is in here, let me see if I can find it. They do have little art pages like that. That's just one whole page of full art. I really like that because then you kind of get an idea. You don't have to fully imagine it in your head about what's going on there. There is stuff like that, and they have a lot of breaks in between that I really like because especially in this light novel, this whole thing is probably like 4 chapters. But they do have a lot of those breaks that I just showed you that I like that they have that in there. And then at the very, very end, they have this little afterword that the writer, Yu Kamiya, the writer, talks a little bit about himself, a little bit about his why he wrote it, that he's so excited about people getting into it. He's actually Yu Kamiya is actually German. This guy is actually originally born in Germany, and he implements his German roots into the story by using a lot of German words or a lot of words that sound German. Uh, that's something I actually was curious about because some of the words used in this light novel and in the anime just didn't sound Japanese, and it I was wondering if it was like a new language, like because they're in a different world. So I looked it up. They're actually German words. So and that's because of his German roots. So that was fascinating to me. Um, if I were to choose what watching the anime, I've seen the anime maybe 4 times over, and I've watched the movie. It's very, very good. It's very entertaining. The only thing that upsets me is that it stops at 12 episodes, and it doesn't. And there's so much more after that in the light novels that the anime stops at around volume 3, and there's 10 volumes. And the movie, going backwards a couple thousand years to talk about how Tet became God and everything, that was volume 6. So there's so much more. And they made a movie about that, but there's so much more in this that wasn't ever shown in the anime or in the movie. So I highly, highly recommend reading No Game, No Life, the light novel. If you are not a light novel reader, this is a great place to start. This is actually the first light novel that I ever picked up and read. And I'm so happy about it because that opened me up to so many other light novels that I enjoy so much that that I might talk about later in these reviews and recommendations. But right now, because I'm getting into reading again, I thought it would be a great idea to talk about my absolute favorite light novel to read, not just in content and uniqueness and the concept of it, but just it's so fun to read and it's so funny and it's so cool that I hope you will pick it up. I hope you'll read it. Um, and I hope you'll comment about how much you enjoyed it in the comments below. That's it for this review and recommendation of No Game, No Life, the light novel series. If you just wanna watch the anime, that's fine too. But I definitely recommend the light novel series. Again, comment below, tell me what you think about it, or if you have already read it, tell me what how much you like it, if you like it as much as I do. And please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more reviews and recommendations. And thank you so much for watching this video. I should have another review and recommendation maybe a day from now, maybe a couple days from now. It's gotten a little weird with my scheduling and everything. I'm still trying to fix that. But again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you tune in next time for my reviews and recommendations of anime, manga, and light novels. See you again.